Hello and welcome. I finally checked out the pilot of Star Trek Lower Decks. I'm actually pretty tired because I slept early and I woke up early just to see this and make a video for you guys. So I'm sorry. I just be aware this review does have spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, watch it first and then come back. But anyway, here are my thoughts. So I've never personally seen much of Star Trek Lower Decks. I mean, of regular Star Trek, I've never seen really any of it, or if I did, I forgot what happened. But I think this is personally an okay show. I think it has a lot of potential in the long run to be good. I think we just need to give it a few episodes to find its footing, mainly because people have been dissing it online, saying it doesn't live up. But it's also a new genre for Star Trek because Star Trek is mostly in the hour section, while these episodes are 22 to 25 minutes long. So it's approaching the half-hour sitcom approach rather than the hour drama approach. Personally, I think the plots are going to be episodic. I mean, I know there's a sort of arcing storyline, but I feel like the plots are overall going to be pretty episodic. The main thing why I wanted to check out Star Trek Lower Decks, as it's from Rick and Morty and Solar Opposites writer and Mike McCann. He also co-created Solar Opposites with Justin Roiland. And, of course, being a fan of these two shows, I was like, I'm pretty sure I have to check this out, even though I've never seen really that much or at all of Star Trek. Like I said, I have to check this show out at least because, come on, it's Mike McCann. He writes most of the Rick and Morty episodes. Like this at least must be at least start out decent or good. And it was pretty much, I think, just how I expected it to be. So the main cast is Ensign Tendi, a medical bay aboard the Cerritos, Ensign Mariner, who's kind of a rebel. She doesn't follow the rules, but she's actually really knowledgeable and smart about everything, like on the Starfleet. Ensign Boimler, who's a stickler for the rules and has to learn to improvise because his dream is to be a captain. He's not really good with stuff like hands-on stuff. He's like a book smart guy, but he doesn't really have any other qualities. And then the last ensign is Rutherford, who's adjusting to a cyborg implant. And then you have the higher ups, Shax, a lieutenant, Captain Freeman, who's the captain of the entire ship. Her ship's not very important. She's actually Mariner's mother. You have Officer Jack Ransom and Dr. Tiana, a cat doctor. So this show has too many subplots right now. Like there's one with Tendi helping the cat doctor when everyone on the ship contacts a virus, which is pretty much the main of all plots, but it splits into like typical types of subplots. You have Rutherford going on a date with a girl, which really doesn't end up well for him. And then the third subplot has Mariner and Boimler going on a task and Mariner wanders off to sell Starfleet stuff to these creatures. I don't even know their names. They're just forgettable characters in my opinion. And Boimler finds out, and his task by the captain is to report Mariner's actions to back to headquarters once the day is over. Personally, I think Mariner is the best character in the show, mainly because so far everyone else is just pretty bland overall, in my opinion. Like I think Mariner is. I know there are a lot of people who can't really stand Mariner, but I think she's pretty funny in my opinion. I mean, if you wanted to see some clips, I'd show you.
Oh my god! God! What are you doing?
Nothing.
Oh no! Oh no! Are you pretending to do a captain's log?
We're all supposed to keep logs.
Okay, let me listen to it.
No, go away. Leave me
I
alone.
can't believe you're
No,
wasting your
no.
shore leave on this.
Privacy,
Okay,
please.
time to go. Come on, get out of the
Privacy.
closet. Let's go. Come on.
Are you drunk?
Yeah, dude, you should be too. I mean, this station is amazing. And they have Romulan whiskey. And I bet you thought it was going to be green, but it is actually blue. It's this very beautiful color.
Romulan whiskey is against regulation.
Yeah, because it's awesome. Oh, man, they got all sorts of great stuff. Oh, come on, check this out.
Be careful with that.
Pretty sweet, right? Yeah, it's a Klingon bat. Bat. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. It doesn't matter. Shut up. I got it from an old guy with an eye patch.
hey.
Come spar with
No,
me.
stop.
Come on. Oh, we could be Klingons. We could have crimped hair,
hey,
wrinkled
stop.
foreheads.
It's got crusty blood on it.
I love honor.
Hey,
I
stop.
demand honor.
Welcome to the holodeck. Easily the best part of the
The
ship.
warp core is the best part of the ship, followed by the bridge, the photon torpedo tubes, cetacean ops.
Dude, the warp core is just a big glowing tube.
I love the warp core. The warp core rules.
No, it doesn't. Computer, find us a beach in Hawaii.
What is this? This stuff is crazy. What does it do?
It just gets everywhere and gives you a rash.
You get a rash from sand?
What, you don't?
No, nobody does.
Oh, God. I always do.
Go ahead, take her for a spin.
Computer, can you put us in the Attashake Center on Orion? Wow, I never made time to go before I enlisted.
Pretty cool, right? You can go almost anywhere you can imagine. Come on, Boimler, give it a whirl.
I don't know.
Come on, there has to be somewhere you'd love to be.
Computer, show us the warp core. Wow, amazing. What an impressive feat of engineering.
You really bum me out sometimes.
So Mariner's plot is basically when she's attempting to sell to these creatures, and Boimler calls her out. There's a huge tarantula spider who attempts to attack them. So Mariner comes up with a strategy to take off their clothes, so then the spider can be distracted, and then she comes up with another plan for Boimler and her to jump onto the spider, and the spider ends up suckling on Boimler and starts attacking him, but they end up being fine, and it actually is a cure for the virus that plagues the ship. The slime on Boimler is a cure for the virus. Basically a cure for the virus. And then when it turns out that the higher ups end up taking all the credit, and no one gives Boimler any credit for bringing the slime on the ship, which kind of upsets Mariner because she believes that people lower down can also get recognition as well, which really shows her leadership skills. Which is why I like her character, but still everyone else is just overall pretty bland. So then when Captain Freeman asks Boimler about Mariner, he after she stood up for him, he decides not to turn her in. And then the episode just ends in a typical sitcom-ish fashion, like where everything sort of goes back to normal, and then the next episode will have another sort of sitcom approach. So personally, I think yes, it's all over the place right now, but I think maybe it can get better. And really, it's only one episode. You kind of can't really judge it too early. So overall, Star Trek Lower Decks is a decent start to a new series. I really like Mariner's character. I like the action sequences. They're definitely well animated. But the other characters are just bland. I think the comedy is a little weak, and it does get a little all over the place. Maybe it can improve. I don't know. I think it can, personally. I think it has a lot of potential, but the show could go really either way for me. So there you go, guys. You have my little quick thoughts on the pilot of Star Trek Lower Decks. I know this is a relatively new series, and like I said, people were not very kind to it, unfortunately. I already know the show has been renewed for a second season already ahead of its debut. So I think maybe I think that's good for the show, because like Solar Opposites, it can definitely get better with all, like, basically all comedy shows now. But I don't think it's like terrible, like crossing swords or anything, where I don't see any lasting potential in it. Anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comments and let's talk, and I'll see you guys next time.